Hey everybody, it's Primus, and today we'll be taking a look at Dr. Wu DW-E58 Extreme Warfare Rocket Giant. Oh, that's a mouthful. Okay, before we get into anything else with this figure, I have to get this out of the way. Giant, he is not. I got this guy for an amazing total of $1 pre-order deposit through Showzi's store, because, I just had a lot of points, I guess. Never used them. Super worth it. Coming around to the back of the box, we do have an actual photograph of the figure in action. This is a very special version of Omega Supreme because not only does he do robot and base mode, at such a small scale, might I add, he does have some extras and an additional cube mode. Looks like several people have gotten the Beast Box craze. Now, as I did pre-order this, something else was included inside the shipping box, just sort of loose inside. A tiny, tiny countdown figure, look at that! Oh, this thing is adorable. Ah! Now, there should be a few more pre-order items included with it, but I imagine they are in here, so let's open them up. Fresh out of the box, this Chibi Guardian Protector is missing a few things. Firstly, the wings, which luckily have an L and an R inside of them. We're just going to come around to the back, lift these rocket thrusters, and using the appropriate side, the tab, and the peg. It's going to go in the back, just like that. Before closing the thrusters back on, tabbing them into place. The other thing this Autobot is lacking is, well, he's not an Autobot, at least not officially, since this is a third-party figure, and they are really skirting the line legally. But they did leave a spot for an insignia to go on, so, give me a minute. Ah, there we go. I think you can see it there. I used the second smallest Reprolabel to fill in that empty badge space. I might clean it up a bit more later off camera, but this is good enough for now. While I was correct about the countdown being a pre-order bonus, it turns out that the rest of the items are actually just included in the standard edition. Also included in the set are a folded-up Robo-Doctor, his tools, and a collector's card. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at the card first. It's thin, but it is of decent build. It's a very woobly kind of plastic, though it doesn't want to make noise for me right now. On the back of the card, we have some tech specs. Vitality 10, Attack 10, and Defense also 10. He's a big boy. Hard to bring down. We also have a character bio in a very tiny font down here.
Rocket Giant is a robotic guardian with a heart of justice. He bears the ultimate defense responsibility and can transform into a rocket/tank combination defense base. As the last line of defense for the forces of justice, he becomes the backbone of Team Spirit due to his honest and straightforward personality. There are some communication barriers with his companions, but this does not hinder their trust in him.
Okay. Cool. Moving on to Countdown, he is fairly well detailed, despite his minuscule size. And to transform him, you just whoop, and turn him around. There you go. He's just completely under there like an RPM figure. Getting Robo-Doctor converted into robot mode from this rather cassette-shaped state is fairly easy. We're just going to unpeg the legs. Unpeg the legs and bring them down gently so nothing pops off. Rotate the feet 180. Bring down the arms. And from the back, flip up the head. Easier to go from this top section here. And there we go. As mentioned, he does come with a couple accessories of his own. First of all, this tiny, tiny wrench and this gun. I'm going to just assume this is a drill. You're just gonna pop those right into the tiny, tiny hands and hope nothing snaps. Goodness. There we go. And here we have these Robo-Cuties in all their super deformed glory. Quick note, the instructions for Robo-Doctor show a non-existent leg spin on step 18. There are some other problems in here too, so I think some stuff was changed between manual making and final product. These three really are adorable, but with their cuteness comes a cost. Size. Here they are with Timeline's Mega Traoni, Annealing Twin Mill 2, Beastbox Demon Dart, and as always, Banyan. As far as articulation goes, two of these guys compose pretty well. Starting with the countdown figure, he has none. But he is a very charming little lad with a sort of Fortress Maximus kind of head. He's very static, his wheels roll. That's all you need him to do. Robo-Doctor. He's got a fair bit. Starting with the feet, they've got 360-degree rotation and a little bit of up and down, in and out. It's just a ball joint. He's got a straight 90 at the knees. The hips are ball jointed, so they can go forward and back quite a good bit, as well as in and out for the splits. He can move 360 degrees at the waist, and looking at the instructions closely, I think maybe that's what they meant to say to do. Instead of turning each leg inward, I think they meant to say spin the whole waist around. It doesn't really matter for transformation, though. Ball jointed shoulders allow them to go in and out, as well as have a 360-degree rotation. The elbows are double hinged, so they can go backward all the way, as well as forward, though it would be tabbing in going forward. And finally, the head. It is very alien in design, but it can, due to the transformation, look up a little bit, or a lot of bit, and because, it's gotta fold away somehow. Obviously, Omega has the most going for him in terms of movement, but everyone here lacks a flight stand port. Best you're gonna get is the Doctor appears to have a roughly 3mm hole in his chest. Starting out with the feet, he has some fantastic ankle rockers going well and beyond what they need to do. He's got 360 degrees rotation at the knee, just under 90-degree bend, and the legs can go straight forward, straight back, and out to the side. 360 at the waist. Both shoulders can go straight out and all the way forward or back until they hit the wings. If you remove the wings, they can go 360. Both elbows have a little under 90 degrees of bend in them. His nose cone hand blaster can do this. All three stabilizer fingers are double jointed and can go straight out, as well as putting the claws all the way inside. And the arms don't rotate, but they do have this sort of pseudo-rotation. Because of the nature of his transformation, you can unplug the arms and just put them back in on a different 90. Same thing for the fingers, but this one is on a triangle peg, so no matter which way you turn it, it will end up looking the same once it's plugged in. Very cute little head sculpt. It can go 360 around, and his little cannon thing can't quite look like the artwork, but you can put it out like that, or, oops, you can extend it a bit if you prefer this look to him. He's also got a liftable face mask, though sometimes it's easier to work than others, but there it is. It sure is lifted. Alright, transformation time. For ease of use and smoothest transition, we're going to go from robot into cube before going into base mode. Starting off, we're going to come to the back, lift up the thrusters. Hopefully they will unpeg properly from the wings. Remove the wings and set them off to the corresponding side. Left on the left and right on the right. Next, we're going to remove the arms, but we will be placing them on the opposite side. So take the nose cone, put it on the right, and take the claw arm and set it off to the left side. Just personal preference here, I like to take the little arm stubbinses and stick them straight out. Next, we've got another instructional error. They don't actually tell you how to go from packaged mode throughout, so you just have to reverse engineer it. Step 9 shows pulling the legs straight off, and it doesn't work like that, nor does this piece slide forward. So what we're going to do instead is come to the seam, anywhere you can get it, open up the leg, and set it off to the side. Do this for both legs. Next, we'll prepare the torso. We're going to start by taking his sides, and again, just anywhere you can really grab a hold of it. In this instance, I've gotten into the back side, which is one of the easier parts. And we're going to take his sides and double hinge them up. Now there are a couple tabs in there and a couple slots here and here that will just sort of friction the piece into place. Now we'll push the thighs to point straight back and rotate the waist 180 before not pushing it forward or back, but up into the torso. Come around back to his thrusters and lift them up, going straight back on that double hinge. Now we're going to take our medic and reverse the steps. So we're going to start off by removing his accessories. Rotate the feet 180 degrees so they're pointing straight back. Rotate the waist 180 and be very careful to avoid popping off the ball joints. Bend his arms straight up, making sure to get these tabs into the slots on his forearms. Like that. I'm going to take the head, push it straight back, and carefully bring the legs forward, out, and then up, pegging this into that tiny hole right over here. Same for the other side. Just being careful not to pop anything off. And there's the medic. Coming back to all our pieces, there is a little bit more work to do, but we are going to begin assembly. Let's start by taking the leg segments and closing them back up now that they are off the thigh. Before taking this tab and slotting it right in there. Now we're going to take the toes, and from the easiest point, I think that is underneath, we're going to simply pop them off, because Omega Supreme is a parts former, no matter what company makes him. Now we're going to take this leg chunk and put it in his back using these tabs here, just right in those long slots before taking the thrusters and tabbing them right in there. Like that. Now we're going to grab our toe pieces and stick them just on the side of the thigh using that tab and this slot, making sure that the bottom of the toe ends up at the bottom of what will be cube mode. From here, I usually grab the doctor, make sure that the head is facing upward, and using the hole in the chest and this one peg right here, peg them on so that the feet are facing forward. Like that. Make sure that everything is as straight and square as you can get it with the Dr. Robot, because it is very important for this next step. Starting work on the arm components, let's begin with the nose cone. You will see there is a little hinge on the side. That is a panel that will open up, allowing us to make sure the arm is straightened, flip it around inside, and use that tab there into this slot. And there you go. Roughly the same thing with the claw arm. We're going to locate the panel, close it up, and sometimes you push it a little too far. Just put some pressure on the back end. Might be a little bit of wiggling to get everything aligned. Coming down to the claw section, we're going to fold in the individual fingers and just straighten out the stabilizers. Now this is where things get a little bit funky. You can put the arms on before the Dr. Robot. I just choose to do it this way, but doing it this way means there will be 3 connection points to look out for. On either arm, you will have one tab. Now that's going to go in the side of the head. One slot that the shoulder will tab into, and one tiny little peg up top that's going to go in the outside hole underneath the doctor's feet. So we'll grab it and start by attempting to press it into the side of the head and wiggle it down onto the shoulder before getting the peg pegged in to the bottom of the foot. Same thing with the other side. We're going to tap it in to the side of the head. Hopefully get that aligned first try on the shoulder. And this one will be the inside hole. Like that. And of course, be careful not to knock other parts off, or just make sure you're keeping track of everything while you do this. There are a lot of pieces, and they're very small. Finally, we're going to attach the wing pieces. Starting off, you'll notice that there are 3 very small pegs on either wing. We're going to rotate it so that the tab is toward the front, and come to the figure, put the pegs in holes 1, 2, and this 3rd tiny one up on the doctor. So just peg, peg, and there we go. Same with the other side. Make sure this bit is pointing forward and all the bumps are on the inside. So we'll start with the corner one this time. Go in there and then align this top one. Don't forget to fold in the nose cone blaster. And there you go. And here we have Rocket Giant in cube mode. And Countdown 2. Unfortunately, since he is a pre-order bonus item, he is not designed to go into cube mode anywhere. So we can just... The accessories aren't designed to go anywhere either, but that can't stop you from putting them loosely in the hollow legs. But be warned, they are so small that they probably will just fall out of the legs. Oops. So, yeah, he turns into a nifty little cube, about 5 centimeters in every direction. That'd be roughly 2 inches. I mean, it's not that much to look at, but it is a wonderful novelty that I supremely enjoy. Not only is he the same size as the Lucky Cat Microcosmos Devastator pieces, and I assume they're Megazord as well, but he is designed to do what those were designed to do. Mimic Beast Box. In fact, this isn't even Demon Dart's box charger. This is just a random one I got off Amazon for 10 bucks. But much like Beast Box, we just slide them in, close them up, and sure. So while it may unfortunately be another $10 on top of the 40 bucks you probably already spent on the figure, it being in an official box charger allows it to connect with other Beast Boxes instead of whatever's going on here. This is a little too specific and unique, and usually I can't even find the door except for I just took him out. I love it though. Beast Box, Bakugan, Neo Shifters, I'm a sucker for dude turn into shape. Okay, so I'm more of a sucker for dude turn into basic geometric shape as opposed to this thing. Alright, transformation time! Again. The first step is going to be basically just disassembling this thing entirely, except for the little feet down here. So we'll just go ahead and pop off the wings, pop off the arms, going from bottom and then forward for both of them, or that, bottom, up, and then it'll just come off. Grabbing from the body, remove the dockbot, lift up the backpack, and if the legs don't fall off, just take them off. Pull off the head. Great. Now, we're going to take what's left of the torso, come around back, and tab these thrusters into these higher holes right here, being sure to use that double hinge to get them up high enough. Coming back around front, we're going to bring these 2 yellow pieces down at a 90. Bring our nails just under the back of that panel there. Might be a little tricky. Might want to use a tool for that. In another instructional error, it tells you to bring this piece down when it is already down. So we're going to reach inside very carefully, flip that up, and bring the shoulder pads up into place. And this piece is ready. Coming back to the legs, we're going to take them apart, and then focusing on them one at a time, we're going to split them wide open. There's going to be a little beige tab. It is hinged, and we are going to put that all the way inside. We're then going to come to the inside of the leg, and there's a little grip right here that will barely allow us to flip up what appear to be more toes. And we're going to flip this over. Simply mirror it on the other side. Same deal. Open it up. Push in the tab. Bring out whatever these pieces are. And flip it over. Alright, now we're ready for finishing steps and assembly. First thing we're going to do is convert Dr. Bot again and set him off to the side. Next, keeping the wings at either end, we're going to open them up fully, ensuring that the rivets stay on the top side. See all these little details in here. Now for the legs, it doesn't matter which one is which, just make sure that the yellow is facing the outside. And we're going to plug each section of track into those little bits we folded out earlier, being very careful not to fold them back in. Like that. The reason we want to fold in those beige tabs on the inside is for stability, to keep it on a flat surface. Go ahead and bring in your completed launch tower and start on the arm segments. Now we're going to take these two halves. It's really easy. Peg hole, peg hole. We're just going to connect the two bits together the only way they fit. Come around front, flip up the nose cone blaster, and in back, spread open the stabilizers. Lastly, we're going to take our Omega Supreme head, rotate it 180, and bring out the tank barrel all the way so that it's facing forward. And there you go. And here we have Omega Supreme in alt mode. This is admittedly missing some of the fun of the larger scale variants, like the Titan with the opening hatch and the missile pods, but it's cute, it works. It does the bare minimum a G1 Omega Supreme needs to do, and at such a tiny size and with an extra mode. I mean, is his entire face right here? Sure, but that's not going to stop me from going Something about its diminutive stature really reminds me of the Metal Slug tank. It's just so adorable, and it's really no different from his head, but it's cute. It barely stays on here. Don't try to use these pegs to go in these holes. It's not gonna work. You're just gonna damage the figure. Countdown's still here too. He can pretend to ride on the track. It fits great. As far as size comparison goes, first of all, Robo-Doctor is completely out of scale, no matter what mode you put Omega in. Same as before, here he is with Demon Dart, Twin Mill, and Mega Boar, and as always, Banyan, who is now a kaiju, I guess. All in all, I think DW-E58 is a fantastic figure. I know I say that a lot, but there's always just so much to like about things. I usually prefer my figures big, meaty, and hyper-complex, but there's just something about this thing. I would call it G1 simplicity, but there is a lot going on with it. That being said, I do think this is the kind of transformation that, even with all three modes, you pretty much have it down once you've done it once. Despite his size, though not perfect, he is able to articulate very well and be just as complex as other versions of this character. Mainly because it's basically the same thing. It's one of the few figures that I actually really enjoy how small it is. It's just so cute and it packs such a good punch. There's a lot to offer here. I especially love how they managed to cheapify him while still keeping everything looking very accurate. And, again, transforming basically the same. The only other thing I could really want out of this is some proper bicep swivel. Everything else, I mean, it's pretty golden. Pair with the fact that he's got 1 to 2 companion figures based on when you get him, this guy is fantastic. I give him 9 out of 10. He's a perfect little desk toy, just maybe a home office desk. Don't lose any of the pieces at work. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any notifications. This has been Primus, and I will catch you next time. Take care. And here they are next to Titan Class Omega Supreme. Yeah. He's so small you can just throw him entirely into Titan Class Omega Supreme's shin. Friends and all. Yeah, sorry about that. It would appear that sometime between the final step of this transformation and the final product, I somehow managed to develop a very specific type of eczema related to my multiple heat strokes. It is entirely located within my right thumb, but it is rather unsightful and quite painful. Plus, I still need some grip for these figures, so I'm probably going to be rocking the one-glove look for a while.
Big man Blastoise, big man Blastoise.
Rocket Giant is a robotic guardian with a heart of justice. He bears the... bears.
He's got a straight 90 at the knees, and maybe this is what, 60 degrees at the waist, and for a moment I thought maybe this is what the instructor... Rotate the waist. What, I heard you went back to Boston.
How do I deepen the voice? There we go, Rocket Giant.
I heard you went back to Boston.
Transform and roll out. Transform and roll out. Transform and roll out.
Come on, I know I can do this. Moving on to Dang! Hey Siri, where's my f***ing phone? Oh, never mind, there it is.
Hey, what's the matter, you? So I heard you went back to Boston.
Fuck. That was a little more difficult.
So I heard you went back to Boston. Got a new job, called someone else my name. What the fuck?
No manage drink.
Excuse me.
As the last line of the fucking shitballs.
I need more Dr. Pepper. More.
I heard you got an apartment.
Pat, please come on the show, dude. I'm begging you. We'll do a Digimon episode. I freaking love Not My Weekend. Obviously, Omega has the most going in him. Oh dear.
Hey, yo, Gilchrist, come on the show. I'll put your name in the credits. I'll give you some money. Maybe a figure. I know you like Transformers.
Oh, your legs came off. And as always, Badinyan. And as always, Badinyan. And as always, Badinyan. And as always, Badinyan. Who is now a kaiju, I guess.